Hello and welcome to this week's newsletter. This week we'll start with shop news again, and just a reminder, we've got a fantastic offer going on at the moment with TaylorMade drivers. If you buy a TaylorMade M5 or M6 driver, you get 2 dozen free TP5 or TP5X golf balls worth £90, okay? So that's a great offer going on from TaylorMade at the moment as well. We've also got a fantastic offer in shop regarding motor caddy trolleys as well. If you buy an M1 trolley or an S1 electric trolley, then you will get a free light series bag half price, or a free hybrid bag half price as well. So that's a fantastic offer. So basically that's saving you £60 if you go for the light series bag. In fact, I've already sold 2 trolleys this week on the back of that promotion. Yeah, so that's motor caddy. If you buy an S1 lithium or an M1 lithium, the M1 is the one that folds down slightly smaller because the front wheel tucks under. Okay, both very straightforward start, stop and speed adjustables. Not too many bells and whistles on them. They're bulk standard. But they're great trolleys, very reliable, very lightweight. They come with an 18-hole lithium battery, and at the moment, if you buy one of those, you can get a half-price golf bag with that. So well worth looking at if you're in the market for a new golf trolley, as I know a couple of people that are. Right, okay. So next we'll move on to competition news, and let me just get my iPad up into the right spot. First up, we'll start with the ladies' competition played last Wednesday, on Wednesday the 25th, which was the Autumn Challenge Bowl and President's Cup, where Lee Denny won. Well done, Lee. Lee won with a fine net 72, beating Gail Chapman into second place with a net 75. Well done to you two ladies. On Thursday the 26th, the men had their club midweek Stableford, where Steve Hall won Division 1 with 39 points, beating Kelvin Gillies into second on 36 points. In Division 2, Scott Watson won with 38 points, beating Andy Pod on Campback also on 38 points. And on Division 3, Merv Eagle won with 35 points, beating Anthony Palmer into second on 34 points. Just going back to Scott Watson, that's who me and the captain played in our Captain Pro Challenge on Thursday, him and Bob Picton. Scott played fantastically well. You can play in the Stableford and play in the match against us as well. Scott was actually 5 under through 10 holes. He was superb, and he just had a little wobble midway through the front nine, as we back our final nine as a front nine because we started on the 10th, which cost him a little bit, but my word, he did play very well. But not well enough to beat me and the captain. Oh no, me and the captain came good. I managed to hold a sort of 15-foot birdie putt on the 9th hole, our last hole, to win the match. So it was a good game, really close. We won by 1 point. Scott played fantastically well. Bob didn't play so well, unfortunately. The captain was steady as ever, and I played reasonably well as well. So it's a good game all round. Just a reminder, the finals days on the 12th of October, Saturday, 1 o'clock shotgun start. Please put your names down. It's a pairs event, better ball Stableford competition. Even if you've played in the matches against us, please remember to put your names down, okay? And obviously, if you've not played in our matches against us, you can still play on the day and play for the separate B final prizes, as I call them, okay? So open to everybody with a handicap, male, female, juniors. Everybody's more than welcome to play on Saturday the 12th at 1 o'clock shotgun start. Should be a good, fun day. Right, next on to the Sunday competition, where the men had the monthly Stapleford, where Nick Bickers continued his good form. We spoke about Nick a couple of weeks ago and how he's working on his golf swing. Well, he won Division 1 with 39 points. Well done, Nick, beating Dave Henwood and Bill Ball into second and third, respectively, both on 35 points. In Division 2, Alan Rash won with 37 points, beating Andy Elliott and Jeff Hall into second and third on 34 points. And in Division 3, James Marshall continued his good form. He won with 36 points, beating Martin Bullen and Reg Catemore on 33 points. Carry on with a bit of professionals news. Pro-Am season is coming up. We've got Eton, Kings Lynn, Hunstanton, Cromer, Sheringham, all coming back over the next couple of months. I have teams for most of those, so I'm pretty much fully booked, but Ollie's going to try and make a few of those as well. So if you fancy playing a Pro-Am with Ollie at one of those venues, please pop in the shop and see me or myself, and we'll book you in. Various dates through October, November into early December. So we've got Eton, where I think we've both got a team for Eton actually, but then we've got Cromer, Sheringham, Hunstanton coming up after that, and Kings Lynn as well. So some very nice golf courses. So if you want to come play with Ollie on a Pro-Am, just pop in and let us know. On tour news, I saw that Cameron Champ, the big hitting American young lad, he won the Safeway Open in America. He's a prodigious talent, that boy. He's going to be very good. Hits at an absolute mile. Averages something like 330 off the tee, which is ridiculous. Him and Luke List are just absolutely awesome off the tee. But yeah, he won again for the second time in his career. And I think he's only been a pro a year or so. It just seems when they come out on tours now, they're ready to go straight away, doesn't it? I mean, back in 20 years ago, it was thought that you don't peak as a golfer until your mid-30s. Well, nowadays, they're peaking in their mid-20s. And it seems like they don't need to learn the golf courses anymore, as they once did. They just sort of hit driver everywhere, bash it over all the trouble, and leave themselves a wedge onto the green. It's a different game these days than what it was when I first learned to play 30 years ago, that is for sure. But yeah, fantastic to see. In Europe, we have the Dunhill Links, where they play the old course at St Andrews, Kings Barnes and Carnoustie on a rotational basis, and Victor Perez, Spanish fellow. I think he's Spanish. Was he Spanish? No, he wasn't French. Sorry, sounds like Perez. Sounds like a French name, Spanish name, doesn't it? But yeah, he won. He beat Matthew Southgate, young Englishman, by a couple of shots to win over there at St Andrews. Fantastic event. Rory McIlroy and his dad, Mr. McIlroy, I can't remember, Jerry McIlroy went for the team event and lost out by a shot where Tommy Fleetwood and his partner won. It's a pro-am as well, so it's always looks a great fun event to go watch, I think. But yeah, well done to Victor Perez. So next we'll move on to another little club review. They seem quite popular with the comments that I've had on my videos. So this time we're going to have a battle of the Japanese manufacturers. We're going to have a go with the Srixon, my golf clubs. The Srixon Z785s, which are my kind of mid-cavity back, okay, as opposed to the blades or the big-headed ones, these are kind of middle of the road, against the new Mizuno MP20 MCC, or MMC, sorry, irons, okay, which is the same sort of golf club, that kind of small-headed cavity back golf club, and we can just see how they perform. Again, both got the same shafts in it, okay, both got exactly the same shafts in it, although one is black and one is silver, it's just the colour of them, but they are exactly the same shaft, and we'll just see which one performs better. So let's have a go. First off, they look very similar over the golf ball, not too dissimilar at all. Very nice looking golf clubs, very small thin top line, very small heads, just the way I like it, but with just a bit of technology in there just to help me out, just in case I don't quite middle it, which can happen more than once, I'm afraid. Right, so let's have a go. Let's hit a few. And now the Mizuno, the MMC iron with the tungsten weighting and titanium insert. Okay, so probably a bit more technology there than in the Srixon. But let's see how it performs. Again, looks very much similar. Very, very nice looking golf club. Let's see how it goes. Okay, feel-wise, I have to say I do prefer the Srixons. They just feel a little bit softer off the face than the Mizuno. Okay, both are forged golf clubs, so both are very soft feeling. But maybe with that tungsten insert and a bit of titanium on the back there, just gives them maybe a slightly harder feeling with the Mizuno. And I just do believe they were probably flying a little bit higher than my Srixons as well. Again, not something that's ideal for me. But let's have a look at the data and have a comparison of that. Okay, looking at the data then, there's not much between the two really, okay? Certainly in numbers-wise, distances averaging 161, averaging 162 with 161 with the Srixon, 162 the Mizuno, so nothing there really. Maybe a little bit down in numbers. Height is interesting. I said they might have took off a little bit higher. They have. Look, my Srixon's averaging 30 yards up in the air. The Mizuno's 33 yards up in the air, so that's quite interesting. But although, look, I was spinning the Srixon's more backspin than the Mizuno, yeah? So for a better players club, I would say the Srixons probably suit better because I get a bit more of a piercing trajectory with the Srixons, but I still get more backspin with them. So yeah, that's interesting, isn't it? Ball speed exactly the same, look. Yeah, just because it's launched a little bit higher, it's probably gone a little bit further, yeah? But direction, again, very similar. A couple of pulls there from me. And a good one there, look, 2 yards left and 3 yards left. So really not much to choose between the two, but if I was being picky, I would probably still choose my Srixons over those new Mizunos, just because the slightly piercing trajectory
which I prefer, especially when we play around here in the wind. I prefer that lower ball flight, okay? But other than that, both feel very, very nice, although the Srixons probably felt that little bit better as they were a slightly softer feeling. But yeah, but all in all, both very, very nice golf clubs.
But if you want to come see for yourself, come and book yourself a fitting. Also, TaylorMade have got the P760s, which is the same sort of golf club, that kind of nice small head with the slight cavity in them. And Ping do the i200s as well as the new Titleist T200s, which I'll have in from November. So well worth a look at those as well. But battle of the Japanese brands, I would say Srixon. I probably would say that, wouldn't I? Srixon have slightly come on top for me. But that's an honest opinion. I do believe they just felt that little bit better and the ball just come off the face that little bit better for me, a little bit lower trajectory. But yeah, both very nice golf clubs, both awesome to look at, that is for sure. But come and have a look for yourself. Finally, for this week, we'll move on to fixtures. The forecast over the next few days looks a bit showery. But actually, wow, what a difference a week makes in terms of the golf course. All of a sudden it's got wet and it's gone green. Incredible, different golf course now. Danny's busy out there at the moment overseeding the greens. It's a Tuesday afternoon, so he's out there with a new little machine that we've hired in to really cut the surface of the greens to get this seed in the more bents and fescue grasses, so we get a better putting surfaces. Not necessarily next year, but certainly 2 or 3 years down the line, the putting surface will be even better as they have been than the last couple of years. But yeah, so Danny's out there busy at doing it at the moment. But in terms of fixtures on the golf course, next Wednesday, tomorrow, Wednesday the 2nd, it's a busy day. We've got the ladies out there playing a competition between 9 and half 11, and then it's the Lubers Golf Day going out between 12:30 and 1:30. Thursday's the midweek for Stapleford as per normal. Friday the 4th seems another busy day as well. The ladies got a mixed friendly match against Cossey going out between 9:45 and 11:15. Then there's a little society going out between 11:30 and 12, followed by the NSPGA going out between 1 and 3. Sunday, it's the monthly medal and captain's trophy, so the golf course is closed all morning. There's nothing on Monday the 7th. Tuesday the 8th, it's a seniors one-eye birdie competition going out between 8:45 and 10. And then Malcolm Lake is having the Molten Chalice with his little crew, Lakes Academy. They're going out between 10:30 and 11:30. And then next Wednesday the 9th, it's a ladies captain's charity Texas Scramble going out there. So it's a shotgun start from 10:30, but we shall give you more details about that through the week about when the tee will be closed. Right, okay, that's it for this week. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you all soon. Bye-bye.